Children, welcome to your chemistry online class. So we have successfully completed our examination and we have completed our last chapter. So we'll study or we'll go to new chapter. What we learned in last chapter? We have learned so much about atoms and molecules. So this chapter also is the continuation of last chapter. So we'll begin our new chapter called Structure of Atoms. What do you know about atoms? We know atoms are indivisible particles that we have studied as the part of Dalton's atomic theory. In Dalton's atomic theory, he stated that atoms are indivisible particles. What do you mean by indivisible? We cannot cut into smaller pieces. But shall we conduct an activity? From that we will get an idea. So we'll see an experiment. In this experiment, there are pieces of paper and a comb. You can see here, it is not attracting the paper. So after combing, we'll do one thing. After combing, we can see some magic. So, what do you observe from this experiment? From this experiment, we identified that atoms having some charge. Where these charges are coming? What is the source of this charge? We have studied atoms are indivisible and neutral. So, from where this charge is coming? Yes, the statement of Dalton's atomic theory is false. This is the major demerit of Dalton's atomic theory. Actually, atoms are divisible. That is, there are some subatomic particles. There are particles smaller than atoms. So, there are such particles which are called protons, neutrons and electrons. So, we'll see the structure of atom. So, structure of atom consists of subatomic particles. That is, particles inside the atom. What are they? The subatomic particles are electron, neutron and proton. Here, proton and neutron are inside the atom. Inside the atom, there is a part in the center called nucleus. Neutron and proton are inside the nucleus. Electrons are outside the nucleus. It is revolving around the nucleus. So, these are the charged particles in matter. So, in the experiment we have seen, there is a creation of some charge. So, there is the existence of charged particle. So, these charged particles are called neutron, electron and proton. So, the discovery of electron and proton is credited to J.J. Thomson and E. Goldstein. Electrons are discovered by J.J. Thomson. Protons are discovered by E. Goldstein by their experiment. So, J.J. Thomson proposed that the electrons are embedded in a positive sphere and electrons were represented by the letter E minus and protons were represented by the letter P plus. So, from this, it's clear that electrons having negative charge, protons having positive charge. And the mass of a proton is taken as 1 unit. And mass of electrons are considered as negligible because it's almost near to -1, so it is considered as negligible. And we know atoms are highly stable. Why? The reason is number of protons and number of electrons are same. That is, if more number of protons, it will be unstable. If more number of electrons also, it will unstable. So, equal number of protons and equal number of electrons, such as equal number of positive charge, equal number of negative charge. Then only the atom will be stable. So, we'll see a brief idea. Electrons were discovered by J.J. Thomson and it is negatively charged. It is equal to the number of protons. Mass of an electron is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. So it is very negligible. And protons were discovered by Ernest Rutherford. It is positively charged. The number is equal to the atomic number. Mass of proton is 1.6727 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. So it is nearly equal to 1. And neutrons were discovered by Chadwick. It is neutral and it has no charge. It is may or may not be equal to number of proton. The mass of electron is 1.6750 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. It is also almost similar to the mass of the proton. So this is the brief idea about subatomic particles. So we'll see the atomic model in next class.